everyone, in today's video we are going to be talking about how to study with a busy schedule. Now, I don't know who recommended this topic, but you recommended it to the right person because I'm the queen of studying with a busy schedule because, girlfriend, I work, I have school, I have personal project, I have some sort of social life somewhere fluttering there, needs a bit of dusting, but let's just say I have one. Family and whatnot, and I still manage to get good grades, so I don't know how I do it, but I'm just gonna flat out tell you how I manage to do it, and I'm really hoping my tips can help you out, or if you like something that I say here, just integrate it into your routine and your life and see how that works for you. So let's inspire each other to do better, because that's why we're here. I divided it into 5 little steps, and the first thing I do when I just notice that things are starting to get a little much, a little hectic, I like to call it divide and conquer, like Napoleon or Bonaparte, and that's what you should do. So basically, one of the number one reasons why we get overwhelmed is because there's too much. There's just too much, and we don't know where to start, and it just piles up on your desk, and you're just looking at it with discouragement, and you're like, oh boy, I feel a burnout coming. I think, yeah, it's not a sunburn, it's a burn, and it's out, and it's me. So the number one thing you have to do is take a look at all the material you need to study. Just take it out, put it in your bed, pile it on your table, and just divide it into easy chunks. You have to read 50 chapters of a book. Well, just take that book out, and at every chapter, put it like a little, little sticky notes on each chapter, so you can visually see how thick each chapter is. So that's number one task. It's just a little preparation. And then you know clearly what you have to do. So just keep in mind, make big work smaller, because then it won't seem as intimidating. After you've done that, it is very important that you prioritize. Now, this is something that's pretty difficult to do. In my personal opinion, I had a lot of trouble with this because to me everything's important. But let's be honest, that book that you have to read is for an exam that is worth, I don't know, 40%, and that assignment is worth 10%. Which one, are you gonna put more time into? Well, the 30, the big one. So basically, know what comes first, and not only in terms of material, in terms of life. A lot of people say, oh Anna, I've been invited to these many parties, and I have to study because this exam is gonna determine my future, but I don't wanna let my friends down. Guy, come on, you should get a sense of what's important. Exam that determines your future, or one missed party with your best friend. Trust me, if he's your best friend, he gonna understand though that exam is more important. So just say, yo buddy, I'm sorry, shout out, we can just Skype about it later, or just FaceTime me or wherever you kids do, because I'm not on Face Swap. What's it called? Snapchat. I'm not there yet. So do that. Just do that. In your break during the exam, just face chat your friend and say, hey, how's the party going? Going good, good. Studying well? Yeah, it's going good. So basically prioritize what you have to do in terms of material and also life events. You need to do the hard thing of saying no to certain things because other things are more important. My next tip for you has helped me tremendously, and it is insane how far this goes. And I like to call it always be prepared. Always be prepared to study. I know some of my followers actually have kids and are going back to school, and I admire you tremendously. My mom did that too when I was little, me and my brother. She went back to university. So I've saw it firsthand how difficult it must be to just study while being overwhelmed by a billion other things. So the most important thing I found helped me, and also I saw help my mom, was she was always prepared. I always tell you, analyze your situation and see where you can plug in study times. In this case, when you're overwhelmed and things happen and get thrown at you randomly, you can't really prepare in advance, and you can't really know in advance when you're gonna have time to study. So always, always, always be prepared. Always carry your book with you. Always carry your little cue cards. Always carry your practice test. Just I know it seems crazy and a lot, but just like I always have my book and my assignment in my bag, because you never know when you have time to do it. You never know when, let's say, I don't know, something happens and you finish work early that day and you take the longer train ride home. I have an hour train ride. What do you think I'm gonna do? And one time it happened that the train got stuck and I had an extra 30 minutes where I could have studied or read before my exam, and I didn't because I didn't have my book with me. So I think that this is huge for people that are always overwhelmed. Always have some material or textbook notes or your cue cards. Always have something on you, small. Don't bring the whole workload with you, but something small that you can review all the time. The next thing I want to tell you is a little goes a long way. I know some people, myself included, like to binge study, but I believe, just like physical exercise, I was told that, Anna, if you just P90X it 1 hour and just do intense physical workout once in a week, and then you just get burnout completely and you just don't want to look at it, and then you end up losing motivation and you just never work out ever because you did it in one big chunk and nothing came out of it. The same goes to studying. Don't just rely on, well, I don't really have time to do it now, I'm so overwhelmed, it's insane, this is too much work, I'm gonna wait till the weekend and Saturday all day from 8 in the morning to 8 at night, I'm just studying, man. What if something happens with your busy schedule and you lose Saturday, which was your main study day? You're gonna freak out, it won't feel well, and you're gonna get burned though. It's gonna hurt, you won't like it, trust me. So believe me when I say a little goes a long way. I feel like Alice in Wonderland. I'm rhyming and everything, people. It's the meds. I'm fine, but probably it's contributing to my mental state right now. So the trick here is study in bits. If you have to read 50 chapters, don't just rely on reading 50 chapters in one day. Read 3 pages here. You have a lunch break, read 3 more pages. You have another break, or before going to bed, instead of watching TV, you find yourself, I have another hour, let's see how many I can read. And oh my god, you actually read 2 chapters because you just chunked it, little bits here and there. It also works in physical exercise. So if you do 10 minutes, 15 minutes in the morning, I know my friend does this and it works wonders, 15 minutes of physical exercise every single morning. Little. Don't sweat though, you see a difference because you do it every day, and you don't stop, and it puts you in the motion. So then it doesn't even feel like work. You just take out your book, you just casually read, make it casual because you're stressed out enough. That's why it's called, when you have too much to do, too busy schedule, you don't need on top of that more stress. So make it relaxing, make it just easy, just a few things, a little bit here, a little bit here. Oh, you don't have time to finish it? That's okay. Another time when you have time to do it will come. And my last advice to you in this situation is don't get burned. Burnout is serious. I honestly wish that none of you experience it because it is horrible. I'm talking about mental burnout. You're too stressed, you're too overwhelmed because you didn't take care of yourself, because everything came at you at once, you just couldn't take it on, and your body just shuts off. Trust me, it is not the place to be if you're very busy and if you have kids or if you have a job or if you have finals coming. If you get burnt out, you're gonna get sick, you're gonna get tired, your brain won't work, your body won't cooperate, and all that studying and stressing for what? Just put yourself in the hospital. So guys, focus on you. If you can't take it, if you can't take it anymore, stop. This exam determines my future. Well, future in the hospital, or just give yourself 1 minute to just calm down. Calm down. It's gonna be okay. It's insanely important that you take care of your body first. If your body says, I can't, no more, one more thing, I'm gonna snap on you, girlfriend, stop. take a breather, go outside, eat some ice cream, have a 4-hour shopping session with your mom. Hi mom, it was so much fun. I swear, guys, go to Zara, they have amazing sales. Oh. Basically, take time off. It's perfectly okay, and trust me, it's better to take 3 hours, if you need to take a day just to yourself, rather than try to binge everything and pile it on. You won't understand anything. You'll get sick, and all that work would have been for nothing, because guess what? You're gonna arrive at your final and you'll be too sick to do it. So how'd that help you? That didn't help. So take a day to yourself, take a few hours to yourself, get yourself back up in there, in the game, in it to win it, and then you'll see you'll be more productive and it's gonna go even better. So basically, take care of yourself first, because you're more important, because you need the body, you need the vessel to do the work. If you ain't got no vessel, who gonna steer the ship though? So that being said, please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to me if you like what you see. I will definitely see you in my next video, who's coming up this week, because I had been naughty and I didn't film anything last week because I was sick and I was moody. But you know, I'm gonna make up for it. So stay tuned, second video coming up this week. Bye guys!